So in the last 12 hours, we've had a fair bit of information been released. So, as many of you are aware, the Call of Duty multiplayer review was, well, obviously revealed to the world, and where we finally got to see a new look at some of the maps, modes, even some information about Warzone, and even a tiny little snippet into what we could see for zombies. Now, if you do go on to enjoy this video, if you could leave a like and comment, subscribe with those notifications on, and well, I think we've got a lot to get into, so let's get started. So first off, we got a brand new look at some of the what they are calling deniable operations. So the way I see this is that it's going to look like similar to their own version of Spec Ops, where you have a certain objective, or it's like a POI, and pretty much it's just like a Warzone, is where you have to capture, and it will be based across all the game modes that are going to be released on launch. So as far as we all know so far, we are getting Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, Domination, Hardpoint, and Control is coming back, which I am very excited about, because if you guys have played Control of Black Ops 4, it was a lot of fun. And I'm not even kidding, it was a lot of fun. So yeah, we are getting deniable operation along with a brand new game mode called VIP Escort. Now, to where you have to basically, it's particularly like protect the president, or protect the asset, pretty much. Where you gotta try and get obviously a valuable asset as one of the players was only loadout is a pistol, a smoke grenade, and I can't remember what the others are. And you basically have to get from one point to the other, and if they die, it is basically round over, and they have to restart. And if they achieve and get to the drop zone, then the other team wins. Now, so the next thing we're going to talk about is the gunsmith. Now, the gunsmith is returning. If you saw it back in Modern Warfare, how you had you could customize and see what attachments, how they're going to look on a gun or a certain weapon. That is returning into Black Ops Cold War, as well as the, I believe, Pick 10 system is coming back, and a few, I think, exciting announcements is the wildcards are finally returning back into Black Ops Cold War this year, along with field upgrades, which can range from a proximity mine, a SAM turret, a jammer, a field mic, and that is all we know so far. Score streaks are going to be making a return, but in a little bit of a different way. So, from what we saw, it's going to basically be like, unlike last year, where it was a complete, you had to get it based on kills unless you had a certain perk that would allow you to get it through score. Each time your score streaks would still be available to you upon after a death. So you basically just, if you got, say, like if you've got a minigun, like a chopper gunner, or you've got like an airstrike, who knows? Basically, if you die, and then you will still have that available to use afterwards, after you respawn back into the game. And other than that, I think the only other thing that we can talk about is that we've got brand new information regarding the open beta for the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. So first we'll start off with early access beginning on October 8th, but if there's in Australia, it'll be the 9th, just because of the US time zones and whatnot. And then open beta to everyone for the PS4 only will begin on the 10th of October, going all the way through to the 12th. Now, that's very exciting news, because we were very unsure with the release date, especially for myself. It was going to be a release date of when we were actually going to see the open beta go live. But I'm happy that we're going to finally be able to get first hands-on gameplay and the first look at it from for ourselves. But for weekend 2, it will be on all platforms: PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So obviously the early access for player PC and Xbox will begin on October 15th, and then the open beta for everyone else begins on the 17th, and it'll end on the 19th of October. So obviously, if you pre-ordered digitally, you will get early access and obviously get the Woods Operator pack. And finally, on the multiplayer side, we have some good news: is that theater mode is going to be making a return into Black Ops Cold War, which I think is going to excite a lot of people because I think that's going to be a feature that has been missed out or been put out of the Call of Duty games for a very long time. I think I can't remember the last time when it actually was in there. I think it was maybe Black Ops 3 or maybe earlier. But yeah, so theater mode is making a return, and it's saying that not able to showcase. So it's not able to showcase what the features are. But now let's dive into Warzone. Now, for what we saw and what we know now so far with Warzone is that all the progression that you have from Modern Warfare, e.g., levels, I believe, blueprints, operators, gun. I'm not sure about guns actually. That may change. That'll definitely change actually. I think, but going forward, the progression and all the your hard work will go crossover into Cold War, as well as for the first time we've been announced this will also be cross-platform, which we already knew from previously when Warzone first launched. But this will be the first title to be a cross-generational game, meaning that you'll be able to play from if you play it on PS4 and you get to PS5, or you play on Xbox and you get their Series X, you'll be able to all your progress will be able to go cross put over onto your new generation consoles. So all of that hard work will be transferred over, and you won't have to restart at all, which is going to be very great for some of those hardcore grinders. Because I know a lot of people they don't want to have to fork out a whole heap of money just for a new console and then not be able to use all the new guns and camos that they grinded out for. So which is very nice. Now, another thing was that so expect all the features that you've come to know and love inside of Warzone for these last few months, and it was back released in March, to be integrated all the way into Cold War, which is very nice. And finally, we're going to just touch up on it. It's a very quick teaser, but it only went for a few seconds, but we finally got our first look at zombies. Now, I myself am a very avid zombies fan. I I don't really go to. I'm not one of those hardcore ones that just go to complete the Easter eggs. Sometimes, depending on the map, but I just like just a chill time to kick back, relax, and just not have to worry about level 155 sweats trying to mow you down with M4s or 725s 24/7. Um, and I think it's going to be good. By the looks of it, it looks absolutely insane. I think they're going for a very dark and gritty style this year. I go back to thinking of with similar to World War Two, with their zombies. I think it's gonna very excited for what is in store for us, especially with being a no season pass uh, model anymore, and with being free model with the free maps. So I'm excited to see what Treyarch going to pull out of the hat and bring to us over the next, hopefully, year or possibly more. Because if you remember back in Black Ops 3, they had the Zombie Chronicles, so it was about 8 different zombies maps, all remastered. But that is about it for today. If you did go on to enjoy this video, as I said before, be sure to leave a like, comment down below what you are excited for with Cold War multiplayer, or Cold War in general, actually. And be sure to subscribe with those notifications on. And as always, I will see you in the next video.